NBA Live 10. EA Sports, NBA Live community, let's just forget all about building a game off of the past decade NBA Lives. The only way you're going to quote unquote dethrone NBA 2K, the only way you're gonna do that is unless you go back to the same playbook that you use for NBA Live 9 and NBA Live 10. That's the only way. Every game that you put out in the past 10 years have just been garbage. Because when you play Live 9 and Live 10, this is a basketball game. On all levels, this is a basketball game. There's no getting out of this. There's no running away from this. If you want a true basketball game, you have to build your game off one of these two games and go with it. Yes, you don't have the same developers as you used to. That's true. But at the same time, you have to find a way to build a game similar to this. If you don't, you will never, ever, ever be able to have a decent game on any platform. I don't care what anyone says about NBA Live, how fun it is, this, that, and the third. As a live fan, as a live player that this game, support this game, you have to make your game as real as possible. Well, I can't say that. Not as real as possible, but it needs to simulate basketball. We need to see players' signatures. We need to see animations that are from that NBA player. This is in NBA Live 10. All of the things that we've been asking for are in NBA Live 10. So, I mean, be honest, this is my first experience with NBA Live 10. I wasn't around during these years. I was on 2K. Live done proven to me with several titles that they had before this one that they just want the superior game. They wasn't putting anything into their game to give me what I wanted. So I just had to like leave, solely like leave it alone. Don't even buy it. I wasn't even buying NBA Live. I just won't. 2K was the game for me. It done what I needed to do. Wasn't hating on Live, but I'm not going to continue to support a game or risk, spend my money on a game if it's not giving me what I want. Live wasn't in the discussion. Maybe around some of the hardcore fans of NBA Live 10 or 9 or whatever, but like far as a conversation, man, people won't have no conversation. It was all 2K. It was all 2K. So a lot of people really didn't get to experience NBA Live 10. Like myself, I didn't. I didn't. I played 9 and I just wasn't eager to go and try to even get the game. You know what I'm saying? I seen some YouTube stuff on it, so I just wasn't. But now, I got a couple, things added to my, technology system over here. So I'm able to play the game and actually showcase the game like I've never been able to do before. So it's time to dive into this game and have some fun. We're going to be doing different series on this game. Coming to this channel. We're definitely also going to be talking about gameplay. That's nothing we're going to run from, because gameplay is always going to be the number one topic from this channel until gameplay is done properly. Period. So you're not going to win by trying to make it better Live 19, 18, 16, 15, or 14. None of them games is going to get you over the threshold. None of those games. You gotta make some changes, EA Sports. Like, you can't run from what you already done. You have proven that you can make a good ass basketball game. But see, here's the thing. you don't have Mike Wang. A lot of people may not like Mike Wang, but if it weren't for Mike Wang in basketball gaming, woo, that man brought us so much, and I salute that, because without him, it definitely would have been difficult to see some of the things that we're witnessing in basketball games today. Whether you like it or not, it's still something that revolutionized the game of basketball. He was a member of this dev team, and that helped produce Live 9 and 10, the best games probably ever for Live. You know, I have a couple older games that I like. You know, I like 2003, I like 2000, I like 99. I'm more of the older ones. I like 2005. I think they had Carmelo Anthony on the front. I like them. But after 05, I was done. The one with D Wade that was on the cover, was that 06, 07? I was done. I was done. Like 2000 Live 2005. I played it a lot. It was decent. Me and my homeboy, we used to play it all the time. And him being a little younger than me, see, when we play 2K, I dust his ass out. But when we go to NBA Live, it's always a neck-to-neck challenge, because Live was just an easier game. So you could do some things on Live that you couldn't do on NBA 2K. A lot of people don't like that in gaming. They like to be able to just do things easy, and they just like to score. Some people, scoring the basketball is the most funnest thing, which it is. I mean, that's the object of the game when you're playing a game of basketball. That's just what it is. But hey, that doesn't mean it's a great game just because how easy it is for you to be able to score on the basketball. I mean, that doesn't make it a fun game. That doesn't make it an appealing game overall. NBA Live fans like NBA Live, but you have to attract more than just NBA Live fans. You know what I'm saying? You got to attract more than just those fans. Just attracting NBA Live fans isn't going to get you over, you know, it's not going to get you over that threshold. It's just not. So if you're not trying to bring back this game, or in some way or form have a game that compares to this, because if you looking at this game like I am, you can clearly see the animations is way 10 times better than NBA Live 09. I mean, NBA Live 19 or any other past lives, the whole last past decade. You can see this. If you sit here and say NBA Live 19 or any other live is better than Live 10 or 9, man, we're not the same. We're just not. You are the problem. You are the problem. You want to be stuck with whatever they do and want to accept whatever they do, and I understand that you have to make a game for everybody to like, or at least more than you know, than you know, more than the people that's buying it now, because people that's buying the game now and spending money on it isn't enough. So they built this whole game entirely wrong the past decade. They ran, you know, when 19 was out, they ran from microtransactions. They didn't want to be a part of that. They didn't want to be associated with that. So they ran from that. How are you going to make your money? This is 2021. How are you going to make your money in video games? Because this is how they make their money in video games. This is how they do it. So instead, they listen to these people from the NBA Live community that doesn't know anything about business. That doesn't know anything of how to understand how to grow a business. And I mean, how do you expect them to make money just off sales? That was the approach that they took. They wanted, the NBA Live community wanted everything to be based off sales. Why base this off sales? It's just not gonna work. You gotta prove yourself. See, Live 18, I feel like the developers and a lot of people got big-headed. A lot of people got tremendously big-headed. because Live 18 was a decent game, but it wasn't a game like, damn, you know what I'm saying? It was a game that was big as Live 10, and that game still wasn't as good as Live 10. It had a Live 10 feel. I can say that. And I say that just by atmosphere wise, just by, you know what I'm saying? It got a little bit of similarities, but not too much. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit here and say, well, he's comparing Live 18 to 10. Nah, but 18 definitely was the best, one of the best games that came out in this decade to me. 15 was good, but it just played totally different. It just didn't give you that up-to-date feel. You know, when Live 18 came out, it felt good, it felt new, it felt modern. You know what I'm saying? It felt real good. You know, 19 just didn't do it. Just didn't connect with the people. And Live 18, I mean, you know, if you played the game, it connected to you. But a lot of people didn't play NBA Live 18, so they really don't know. And a lot of people played 18, and were so disappointed with 19, they're like, man, we done with EA Sports. So I really don't know, and I really can't say if it was a development issue with 19. My opinion, I think so. I think 19 didn't have nothing to do with the suits. I feel like it was definitely a development issue because they didn't capitalize off the momentum they had from Live 18. And I can't blame that on suits because the suits don't make the game. They fund the game. But if you made Live 18 just as good as it was, then the follow-up should have been better. The follow-up should have been better or just as good. But you gained the most momentum in Live 18. You make one more game and now you done for 3 years. That's just pathetic. That's pathetic. Because you're chasing this right here. This is what you're chasing. But if you're chasing this, you need to start showcasing this game more and building your game off this game. You can delete every live around, delete all of them. Maybe take some features and stuff like that and combine some features together, whatever. But other than that, all them other lives is dead. So we're going to be having more conversation about this topic because this is definitely important, which I mean, some YouTubers already covered it years ago, but this is me doing it now in 2021, giving you the real, raw, and 100 perspective about the whole entire NBA Live community, the game itself, EA Sports. I don't really feel anyone is gonna come, well, there's one other guy that will come as raw as I am that's gonna keep it. I'm not gonna base this off a fan. I'm a fan, so I want the game to get better, so I'm gonna be vocal about it. That's a fan that cares. You got fans that does not even gonna speak this right here, and they know this game needs help, but maybe they just delusional and think Live is actually better than 2K. I was delusional one time, and I thought this, that them other lives past NBA Live 10 was better, and it's just not. Nah, you're not gonna build your game properly with detail in this, like this game, like, I mean, you can just see it for yourself, then you're not going to be able to compete. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. So let me get up out of here, you guys, because I'm gonna go work on some gameplay, some certain things from NBA Live 10 that I'm quite for sure some of you NBA basketball heads will like. I think I'm gonna love it. You know what I'm saying? So subscribe to the channel if you new, you guys. We got some things we got to talk about. Hit the comment section up. You know what I'm saying? We could chop it up. If you got an Xbox, we can definitely chop it up about some NBA Live up there. So, you know, I'm definitely opening up things so where a lot of people can be heard from just talking about NBA Live. They couldn't get on any other platforms and really say what they wanted to say. So if you real, you want to say what you want to say about the game without anybody trying to mute you or whatever, come holler at your boy. We can make this happen. And I can't believe Spain is actually beating the US right now by 10 points in this game. That is quite frankly unbelievable. But it is what it is, you guys. More gameplay. If you're riding it with your boy, you want NBA Live to get better, subscribe to the channel, because I'm telling you, man, they're gonna hear us. I'm out of you guys. Y'all stay safe. Peace out.